already did some damage in here. And currently we're getting rid of the rest of this. I did realize it is a mask job because it started to smell really bad. But yeah, left to go. Damn, well done. These will also still come out. And these are the ones we're gonna keep because these are actually really nice. And yeah, now it's just like this and on this side. Exciting stuff. I found a little heart. Also these belong to my mum. Right, my brother helped a lot to get rid of the roof. So this is all done. And we need a second container for the wood, but that's how it's looking like right now. It's crazy. So in here we still have quite a lot. All done. And then here's even more wood. This is the damage outside. That's crazy. I look like a crazy person. As you guys have seen, we have been tearing down the old woodshed, and the building material that they used is now my part to basically sanji kick into small pieces and fill it in these boxes. So that has just helped me carry all of the full boxes down, and now I'm just gonna grab I think 4 more to fill in the rest, and hopefully that will be it. And we have so much wood left. It's gonna still be a long afternoon. It looks like a battlefield. It's a lot. Whoa, it's windy over here. Oh wow. Yeah, my dad and my boyfriend are really doing a number on this thing today. This is insane. All of that wood still needs to go into a new container that we're getting on Monday. It's currently Saturday. But yeah, my job is all of these. So let's continue with that. Right, we did quite a number on this morning. So all of those are in boxes. Most of the wood is gone, which is insane. And yeah, I think we can absolutely finish this today and then still start probably on the wall. But pretty decent for like 2 hours, 2 hours 10, something like that. So that's pretty neat. This is still a mess, but we need a different container for all of this. So yeah, but there we go. Looking good. I mean, looking bad, but looking better. Would you look at that? Look how much light there is. Damn. Okay, I know here it looks still very messy, but you're not ready. After half a day of work, boom. So all the wood is gone. Literally everything. Also from up here. And now all that's left is those. And then the metal beds. And then that's it. It's such a transformation, it's insane. You should look from this side because you couldn't walk here. That is crazy. We are gonna put up a fence along here, the same one that we have here. But yeah, that's wild, isn't it? A few days of work. God, I'm excited when this is done. I think we're an hour and a half in. We did clear out the woods. And now it's time to clean up this and this. But this is my part. Oh boy. But I think you can actually see a difference now. Look at that. I mean, it would need a power wash maybe, but this is so big. Okay, it is looking a little worse now than it was before. But all of these green bags we're gonna fill with the greenery. So we needed the space here. We already started getting rid of some leaves and some soil because this has been lying here for a while. I think like 2 years at least. So we're gonna use this soil because that one actually looks really good for our garden. And the rest, like all of this dry stuff, is gonna go in the bags. And this is what we still have to do. So all of this ivy is growing down here over the steps and then up here. We have cleared this out once before, but it just, because it comes in from the forest. So if you're not always cutting that back, it will always come back in. But today we're still gonna cut here, cut these bits out from the trees, and then get rid of all of that, and that should be like an hour or two probably. We're gonna tackle this first and then do this because all of this is wet and basically just one plate of leaves, so that's still gonna take as well. But yeah, all of this is now gone. All of those like metal beams that went up overhead are all gone now. And yeah, this is actually a really nice spot. I wish we would have done this sooner because then we could have used this in the summertime to just chill out here. But yeah, we also still need to paint this in the yellow. But yeah, a lot of work today. Not a lot of progress, it feels like, but a lot of work. Didn't really film anything today because my boyfriend and I, we got vaccinations today and I feel so tired. But look at that. All of that basically Dad did almost by himself. All of that is cleared out now. It's just a few bits over here. And then this is all metal bits that we're not allowed to throw in the container. I found a nice table that still works. And yeah, that's insane. And this is how the stairs look from yesterday. Now that everything is a bit more dry. That's quite impressive, you can actually use that. I think this has been the quickest and easiest job we've done since we started tearing the shed down. And I really genuinely thought that this was going to be the hardest thing to do. But look at that. That's a wall. Which is, I know a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, but then you can't see the nice forest. You can. Look how big these trees are. But there is a company right over there and you don't see the company anymore. So that's amazing. So since I want to keep this whole journey as realistic as I possibly can, I thought I would include this. It is currently Easter Sunday and it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. I literally cannot see a cloud in the sky right now. I already assumed that my dad was gonna ask if we could do something for the house today, like in the garden, just something outside. Even though I knew that that was probably gonna happen because the last few days the weather was quite bad. It makes sense that we use every nice day that we have. But for some reason I was like, but it's Easter, like, even though we don't really celebrate Easter, it's Easter. I have no energy today. I don't know why. On some days you feel like you can do 200 tasks in a day and you actually get them done and it feels amazing. On some days you think you can do 200 tasks and you only get to 100. And then there are days like today where you literally do 2 things and your energy is depleted. In the meantime, Dad has done like 1,000 things as he always does. And my boyfriend has actually been hoovering the spider webs away from the whole outside part of the wall. So I feel quite useless. that's just a real thing that happens. That's the truth. When you are renovating, or when you're doing any job for that matter, you will have days where it's really easy and you feel like you can conquer everything in a day, and then you will have days where you just don't have any energy to do anything, and that's also okay. And so I'm trying to listen to my body more. That's the reality of this year's Easter. And I thought I would just film this because I feel like on YouTube you can watch so many videos with a billion time lapses and you're like, whoa, that's insane. The truth is that they're probably having breaks in the middle, and that they also have days like this where they want to start something and they want to get stuff done, and you just don't have to drive that day, and that's okay. That is just how it is. Okay, full credit where credit is due. I didn't do any of this. This was all my dad and my boyfriend while I was cleaning windows and tidying and doing all the stuff inside. But I wanted to show you how the outside space looks now that the shed is gone and like we've done some cleaning. It's not fully finished. I will show you when it is actually fully done. Also, it's a miserable day, so it doesn't look as inviting, but here it is. So this was all my dad. He put all of the mulch down, and is that how you say it? And those tiles my boyfriend cleaned, and yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. Now what's left to do is we need to connect this pipe again so that the rainwater can come down, and we also still have to paint this entire wall. But it is looking so much better. God, it's really cold. It is looking so much better. I'm over the moon with this. This has also all been hoovered, and now a task that I thought I could tackle, because I started this 2 years ago, but I started taping this off so we can paint in here. So I thought I would just finish taping this off, and my boyfriend started here, but we decided we're gonna get rid of that and just use like a small brush to just make those look a little nicer again. But yeah, I thought I could do that now, and then in a few days maybe we have time to paint this.